doing a collective read. It feels like it's been forever since I did a message with y'all. I hope y'all doing well. Vibing high. Grand rising, everybody. Rich rising. Grand evening. Rich evening. Abundant risings. Abundant evening. We're gonna be going into the practical self-care oracle, looking at y'all energy. Y'all could be overcoming obstacles at this time. For some of y'all, it's been hard, tough. Certain matters may have seemed like it was going to be impossible to get through at times, trying times. I feel like times where you were questioning how you were going to make it through something, you've made it through, or you're at the end of making it through some trying times. All right. For some of y'all, it's like your blessings will receive on a blocking side. It's like, or cross side. I feel like it was hard for you to be able to receive because y'all was going through some obstacles that y'all needed to resolve or overcome. It says you're being asked to open to receiving, to be open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. So for some of y'all, it's like your gifts are blocked until you overcame some obstacles. For some of y'all, these obstacles were meant to be like learned lessons or life lessons, life teachings, were meant to be like gained experience for you to like be able to use in the future as well as like to learn how to be appreciative of the things that you get. For some of y'all, the obstacles you were going through could have been questioning your faith or testing your faith, testing also your resilience to like challenge something that you knew wasn't good for you or didn't make you feel good. We got clear your energy. It says refuel your energy and reclaim your power. That's something that you could be doing or getting ready to do. For some of y'all, you could be burning Palo Santo. Don't have to be. For some of y'all, you could be meditating, lighting candles, taking spiritual baths, herbs, detoxing. But definitely being one with self, as well as like whoever your ancestors are. But it's like you have to clear your energy in order to be able to receive some type of spiritual blessings. Ritual, okay? It says to experience the magic of life, you must first practice it. That's these rituals of cleansing your energy. You may have to constantly cleanse your energy so you could be able to be, in a higher frequency. For some of y'all, you may like to play the background scene or born to stand out in reverse and give less fucks. The less you give a fuck, the happier you will be. I feel like for some of y'all, you could be someone who really don't like to be noticed, although naturally I feel like you do get attention. We got open up. You being called to open up though. It says you're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls and trust that you want, what they want is what's best for you. Your life will be open in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. So for some of y'all, it may require you to open up your heartstrings, your heart chakra to someone. You could be taking a vacation to balance yourself out or need to or being called to, or that's something you planning on doing. Take time to escape all of your life obligations to recharge yourself. See, and that's another way of cleansing your energy. What's up, beautiful? I'm doing well. How about you? We got refuel and reclaim your power. Good day, beautiful. I'm glad you were able to get some rest, love. Yeah, it says take time to yourself. For some of y'all, that's one of the things that I was mentioning you could be doing. Gratitude, love. I'm glad that you caught me. We got clear your energy, taking time for yourself. I feel like that's something you've been doing. And it's something that you may need to keep doing. Okay, ritual. You may need to make it a ritual to like cleanse negative energy from your energy field. We got a 30-day challenge. So for some of y'all, you may also be taking on a 30-day challenge to do something that's going to make you a better person, or you could be doing this right now and incorporating this into your daily life. It says force yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. See, something that's going to become a ritual, something that you'll be doing habitually. And there's no need for you to have doubts. Meditation is definitely significant for some of y'all. It's good that you be taking time to yourself because you don't really like attention. You don't like people to like, be all up in your business or just all up in your face or just staring at you. Something significant about that. It says validate your past and obsession in reverse. It says you did the best you could and to feel okay. These cards is not right written right, but it says you did the best you could. Feel and empathize with your past, not judge it. And then we got, or I just need to make sure I'm using my commas and pausing. But we got obsession, focusing too much on one situation, the need to take a step back, but in reverse. So somebody could be from your past that's obsessed with you. That's what I'm getting for that. I feel like for some of y'all, it could be someone who you don't care how they may have felt about you or how they view you, or someone who you don't care like if they support your goals or something that you're doing to like stay in high energy, stay in a high frequency. For some of y'all, it's like somebody may have not supported something that you was studying or something you was learning. Others of y'all, you letting go of the need to like have to validate your past and things that you may have been through and trying to, get people to empathize with it or understand, where you coming from. Those are two different messages I got. The second one is more specific and more straight to the point in regards to like the cards and how they're coming out. The first one was like intuitive and what I'm seeing by looking at these pictures. But yeah, I feel like somebody was in the back watching you, or somebody is watching you from your past that you don't care if they watching you or not. That's for the first message. I love that. I don't like crowds either. Love being in hermit mode. Yeah, I feel like this is someone who's watching you, but I feel like you don't really care. You see how she's doing her work, don't really care that her boss is behind her watching. This is someone else that's watching y'all. I feel like this could be someone who was a boss when it coming out in reverse. They may not be one anymore. Exactly, Nora. You seen that video. Yeah. But some of y'all could be like enjoying y'all best, moments right now or getting ready to. For some of y'all taking a vacation away. You don't necessarily have to be going anywhere. You could be just taking a vacation away from people, from the public, not being around other people, being in secluded areas where it's just you and nature. Or, this could even be in your backyard or somewhere that's real close nearby. For some of y'all, it could be far away just so you can get away from people who you may run into if you stay nearby. You don't want to be local. But yeah, I definitely see y'all taking some much needed you time or needing to, being called to. And for some of y'all being blocked from y'all spiritual gifts until you like cleanse your energy. I feel like you may need to cleanse your energy from an ex from your past who was like obsessed and watching you. Others of y'all, you will be cleansing your energy by not even paying attention to this person and showing them, that you care that they watching you. You're not doing that anymore. Even if it was bothering you, I don't feel like it's bothering you as much. The energy feel like it's dying down in regards to like an ex who could have been irritating y'all. We got glow up. Not saying that they, are you're lessening your irritation because you're ready to welcome them back. For a small few of you, you may, but necessarily, I mean, I feel like it's not necessary. I feel like for some of y'all, it's primarily as a whole where y'all not tripping off of this ex anymore and just moving on with your life in general and trying to do, you in a way where you stress free. For some of y'all, that's why you being called to take a vacation or feeling like you need to. Yeah, I understand. That's that energy trying to keep that cord with y'all attached. It says take a day to spoil yourself. It says if it makes you beautiful, then do it. And take a vacation. For some of y'all, you could be getting a makeover on a vacation. Or for some of y'all, you could get a makeover before you take a vacation. Okay? About to get real cute, getting ready. I see y'all just like, making sure that you on point. Somebody could go to the hair salon, get their hair washed and blew out. Some could get it, pressed and get a style. But I feel like y'all taking time to escape and like y'all obligation gonna be you. Yeah, it sounds like so nice. It looks nice too. She look beautiful. I feel like that's gonna be you, real radiant too. Her skin is glowing. For some of y'all, your skin is gonna be glowing. That's how you know when you're ready to go on a vacation. Your skin just starts, your whole face, it's like your aura just like, it's so happy and light, right? People be looking so happy when they actually really genuinely going on a vacation and not just trying to get away. We got Just Be in reverse. Holiday skin, exactly. Allow yourself to be. You do not have to prove a damn thing. Confidence will flow into you when you are divinely you. But in reverse, just be. It's at the bottom of the deck in reverse. I feel like that's the past you. Usually I take that as like something you working on. For some of y'all, it could be something you working on, just letting go, not being concerned, or maybe something you being called to work on when you cleansing your energy. The main thing that I feel like you'll have a success in will be like working on your confidence and letting things happen in divine timing and understanding how things come to pass when they're meant to be and not really when you're trying to force them to be. It could be significant for someone who's trying to force time to like go in their favor or be in time. We got meditate. Somebody's going to be meditating. I feel like that's the conclusion somebody's going to come with. It's like somebody is going to be cutting off things, habits, senses of ideas, senses of identity, characteristics about themselves that they no longer feel like resonate with who they are, or they don't want it to be who they are. They may be feeling like, someone may be feeling like it's time for a change. Also, time to let go of somebody that they really love with this. This character could have been built of lack of confidence with somebody that someone loved. And it's like letting someone go will rebuild someone's confidence. Somebody is definitely letting go of love, though. Somebody could have been married too. They could be getting a divorce as well. Somebody could be cleansing their energy from that, feeling like that could be another reason why somebody feel like they need a makeover, going from like wifey to now, free, single. Not saying that they're not free when they're in a marriage. I'm just saying you definitely can't be with whoever you want to be with. But we got to read here. The more you read, the more you'll learn. And in reverse, I'm seeing change a bad habit. Yeah, it could have been hard to change these bad habits. Kill a bad habit, drinking, overeating, or anything else that's not serving you. And for some of y'all, we got fuck being nice in reverse. It says be nice. Y'all could be practicing being nicer to people. heavy on vacation and meditate is something that is like definitely gonna resonate for a lot of you. And I'm hearing it's much needed. But this is the perfect time to take a vacation. As long as you go into the right areas with the weather. But as far as the time of year, yeah. So unpredictable. You gotta be careful. Somebody could be thinking about practicing less swearing. Yeah, me too, Nora. I understand you on that. That is definitely something I'm working on, a bad habit I'm working on. Swearing less. I love that for you. I'm drinking some tea, y'all. I got some stinging nettle tea in here with, what was it? It's like 4 components. Ashwagandha. I forgot what else I put in here. Hibiscus and holy basil. And it's like this. That's that hibiscus though. That makes it dark. And then I put a lot of lemon, fresh squeezed lemon, and some honey. Just like 3 drops of honey. So good. So good. All right, let's go into the tarot. Yeah, it is so good. I had some burdock root. That was really good too. I gotta go back to the spiritual store and give me some more herbs. I think I was over pouring. I think I was putting too much. I was trying to let the ancestors help me measure it, but then I feel like over time I just felt like I was just putting too much because I was having a huge burst of energy. All right, we got the Chariot coming out, crossing Cancer energy. My goodness. See, somebody is being blocked from having some type of forward movement, but it's because they're being seven of swords. So they're being snaked. A Cancer and Aquarius is significant in y'all energy. This could be you, or this could be someone else, or somebody who's coming towards you, or somebody who's doing this towards somebody that is significant to you. Somebody who could be trying to control something. Somebody is trying to control whether y'all find out something or not. They trying to control, like, also the outcome of how you'll react. But they definitely, like, don't plan on y'all finding out about some type of deception, some type of criminal activity, some type of white collar crime, the lies. Oh, it's always this lover, huh? It's always the ones closest to you that you care about the most. Right? It just be like a blow to the stomach, like, oh no. Right? Why? The lovers. Gemini energy. Somebody who y'all really love or did love. Somebody's being called to balance out their solar plexus. I'm seeing that. Also with this full moon happening right now, y'all definitely needs to balance y'all solar plexus, okay? Somebody in y'all energy could have your stomach feeling uneasy, is what I'm picking up. Nauseous. But that's somebody who is, because that's your intuition connecting with your body and your solar plexus to let you know that somebody's in your energy doing something they shouldn't be towards you, or having hidden motives, or they have, hidden discretions. But yeah, there's somebody who you may feel like y'all made for each other. I definitely need a lot too. A lot of herbs. I need some green tea. I need some hyssop. I need a couple things more. I've been getting like 8 or 9 packs of. I wish I had them in my car. I'll show y'all later, but I'll show y'all what I be using for now. And I gotta get some more when I go back to Ohio. I love their spiritual stores. But yeah, if there's somebody who y'all definitely value, feel like they your soulmate, and I feel like they doing something behind your back, I will love. The Magician. Spirit is saying yes, they are. Virgo energy. For some of y'all, y'all may need to speak up about this, or if for some of y'all, if y'all still in contact, for those of y'all who still in contact, others of y'all, you may have spoken up about this. Because this was something that you was waiting to find out. You could have pulled it out of someone to tell you the truth about what they were doing behind your back, or you will be, okay? You're going to get somebody to reveal what's really going on. Yep, they're going to tell it all. And I feel like I'm hearing on an accident. It could be on an accident, but I feel like you're so powerful at, getting people to tell you what's really going on with them, or how they feel, or just what's really on their mind. Excuse me, Mosai. Bye, North. Gonna mess them up, huh? Talking about with coconuts. We got the Eight of Swords to reverse. Yeah, y'all releasing whoever this person is, or it's taking. You had to realize that a lot of the reason why you was being blocked is because somebody who you love was in your energy lying. Could have been a Virgo, a Cancer, a Gemini. Heavy on the Gemini, because here go a Gemini again. Eight of Swords in reverse. So you have to release this person so you can stop having to, question what they was doing. For some of y'all, you escaped. I feel like for some of y'all, somebody's like episode of cheaters or lie, somebody who's a professional liar or something. For some of y'all had to like put aside, or somebody is having to put aside like what they used to believe in, and like see things for what it is, or what they were taught to believe is how things go, or how things should be handled. Somebody is like releasing that thought. Maybe if someone is sitting here and trying to make something work with someone who they know is full of crap, then at this time they just letting go of like what they were taught, that they feel like is misleading them, or keeping them in a place with someone they shouldn't be with. Yeah, somebody is like freeing themselves from someone. Yeah, emotionally detaching with the Two of Swords. This could have been, family teaching someone, the way they were raised based off of their own systemic beliefs, personal systemic beliefs, imprints. Yeah, it could have been someone's mother trying to raise someone to like, be the best version of themselves. Okay. I feel like somebody meant well, but it could have been for their time period, okay? For their generation, not necessarily for whoever is resonating with this. I feel like somebody knows that they understand what they want, what their needs are, and how they should be met. Like somebody feels like they have their own blueprint to how they should become an imprint, or how they'll, get the respect that's due to them with them. I feel like being of divine feminine energy, or something that is what's meant to be, how someone is meant to be, even if they're not in that energy. Somebody is meant to be an imprint. Queen of Swords in reverse. But it's like somebody over time could have became, and this is one of the reasons why somebody is being blocked, because the person that they're dealing with is bringing the worst out of them, or has made the worst characters come out of someone. Their south made them, I feel like, navigating their south node where they're more pessimistic, toxic, careless, and all of that. Somebody could be, overly critical or always judging things, don't really, be able to get no real rest because they always concerned with things that's outside of them. Somebody could have a snarky way of talking. Hey, Sharita, beautiful. How you doing, love? Yeah, Page of Wands. Yeah, this is all bad. Definitely don't mix. Page of Wands. Somebody is impatient, or somebody is like get irritated by the slightest things, always on edge, or always just ready to get pissed off about something. This is not how they should be. Somebody always assuming the worst. Somebody who lack their own mindset or something like that is like being easily led astray or following after the wrong crowd or following after someone who already messed up in life. It's like somebody becoming partners with someone who's cold and they in turn become the same way. But somebody could have been raised to like stick by your partner and their personality became their ways because they always around them. Yep. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, because of somebody's partner. This is how somebody became this way. Bad news, okay? Or things just didn't, it's not turning out how they expected life to be. Until we get this Four of Cups in reverse, somebody having a breakthrough. Somebody turning into a different direction. Being passionate or just finally stepping up to the idea that they can do things on their own. They don't need this type of guidance because it's like it brings out the worst in them, or somebody don't like being, they notice how they're angry all the time or always got something negative to say about someone or even themselves, or towards situations that they may be in, thinking the worst, expecting the worst instead of the best. But it's because somebody could have been through the worst, so it's like they need to be shown better in order for them to think better, something like that. Blocked. Ten of Wands. But I'm seeing all of these struggles coming out blocked now. Three of Wands. Somebody is like release somebody that was blocking them or was causing them to slow down with their causing them a slow growth. I'm having a hard time choosing my words. That's significant to somebody. But yeah, somebody finally found their direction. They ready to move forward. Somebody finally know what they need to do. They ready to advance or take a chance on themselves. After heck of missed opportunities with the Knight of Swords in reverse. After all this self-doubt, abusing themselves, being unfocused, somebody is now like regaining focus in their life. The High Priestess, how beautiful. Y'all could be getting help from the divine, intuitive messages. You could be waking up feeling this way with a changed mindset, something that could be occurring within you while you're asleep to your soul. Yeah, definitely waking up with more wisdom. It could be just following your inner voice. And for some of y'all was being called to release someone. Yep. That was the Nine of Cups in reverse. Someone who I feel like made y'all unhappy with sorrow. Brought a lot of tears to you. A lot of regret. And I feel like whoever this person is, you may forgive them with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, even though you may not go back to them, but I feel like you forgive them. They put on, you may be thankful because this person have taught you a lot. In the Star, you recognize that a lot of what they was doing to y'all was because of who you are. And for some of y'all, you was always the hope to somebody. That's why they was holding on to you for so long. You was always the way out. It's just they was so toxic and low vibrational in a sense of not knowing who they are, what they want out of life, and what to do next. They couldn't lead you if they were the masculine energy, with you coming out as the Empress. They couldn't lead you. And so since they couldn't lead you, all they could do, unfortunately, was destroy you. Because how could they build something that they're incapable of doing for themselves? They didn't have the way. But I see y'all having a rebirth, Star. And with this rebirth, it's like you waking up. For some of y'all, this could be something that's happening overnight, but you waking up and realizing that a lot of things that you allowed to happen, like I'm saying, you grateful for, but that you'll never allow to happen to you again. That you'll use that as a way to inspire other people and help them to avoid certain things that you've been through. Some of y'all going through a renewal phase, and y'all being guided to do this by the Most High, or your spirit guides are helping you. But this is something that I feel like the Most High or Yahshua wants for you. I'm hearing meet you halfway. So you got to do some work too, or you've had to do some work too, but you're being met halfway. I'm hearing faith without work is dead. But you got a breakthrough here. Also hearing nothing comes easy. The King of Cups. And it's like you having this breakthrough is going to put somebody else in hermit and make them go through the same process as you. Yep. I feel like for some of y'all, the Death card here, this could be somebody who was resisting change. You making somebody change. King of Cups. Somebody who's doing this because they love y'all. Somebody who may be doing this because they may want forgiveness. If it's not for you, from you, then this person may be trying to repent. But for somebody to be awakening and repenting, then you gotta be very high vibrational. And I'm hearing outer worldly. So definitely it may not be from here, or you have gifts, or it may come off as astral projection. Things that you can do in your sleep. We got the Death card, yeah, in reverse. Scorpio energy, Virgo energy, Pisces. The Empress is here. Somebody wouldn't change, but they gonna change for this Empress to have a new beginning. A High Priestess with the Seven of Pentacles, who they want to have a real connection with. Somebody who's had a lot of time to think about how it passed, but now they've been praying for y'all. And they may feel like now you may not be the easiest to approach because you're coming off in a Queen of Swords energy in reverse. Definitely hard to approach. Definitely that someone who will cut them down to size. But yeah, somebody want a new beginning with y'all, Empress. You coming out as the Empress, the High. And I told y'all must be very divine. Remember, you got to be very divine for you to be able to go through what you're going through. For you to be ascending the way that you're ascending, you have to be divine. That's why somebody wants something with you so bad. Because for some of y'all, you really is magical. And this is one of those wishing on a star moments where somebody got faith in y'all. They wishing on a star. Temperance energy. Yeah, it's a lot too, huh? Somebody is working on some type of change that they know that they need to make. Somebody been getting a rest. They've been thinking about like how they can control themselves better. They've been trying to find solutions. Yeah, how they could try to find solutions. Because y'all leaving has been like with the Seven of Cups in reverse, a reality or a wake up call for this person. Somebody has a lot of clarity now. But it has a lot to do with you and the clarity that they're gaining. It's like somebody would have never been able to have all of this clarity if it wasn't for you walking away. And to me, that's sad. Fresh start in reverse. Whoever is in your energy who's having a hard time walking away from y'all, this is definitely someone who's slow to change. Fresh start in reverse. I feel like you had to walk away. This person needed you to walk away in order for them to learn how to learn themselves, really. Somebody, because they don't know themselves. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. But somebody, they themselves was not going to initiate this first. You had to show them the way. For some of y'all, you could be thinking about a 30-day challenge. It's like everything that you'll do, this person won't. You could be thinking about starting a new challenge for 30 days where it'll help you incorporate some type of new habit into your life. It'll become a ritual for you, something that you make sure to do because it'll be something that's good for you. Y'all could be challenging yourself, like I'm saying, but this person, they won't. It says challenge yourself to do better. Don't set limits on your potential. So for some of y'all, you're not that way. You won't challenge, you won't put yourself in a bubble to where you don't feel like you need to see what you made of. How much more can you grow? You're not afraid to explore that side of you. Meanwhile, somebody else is. They feel like it's out of their comfort zone. They won't do this challenge. Ask your angels. This is not someone who I'm hearing they're not superstitious. So somebody who may believe that, communicating with your ancestors is superstitious and they're not interested. Somebody not ready to open up. You gonna get that anyway. Everybody got to cross over. And them ancestors gonna be right there waiting. All right, Spirit. What else do you want for the collective to know at this time? Holy Spirit, answers. The Six of Pentacles. You about to get an equal give and take. With all of this said and done and this chapter closed out, y'all getting ready to have something where it's fair, where is pretty much what you deserve, okay? Getting what you deserve, getting back what you put out, but in a positive way. For some of y'all, it's like you may have changed towards this person, but you didn't change how you treat people in a positive way. The sun is here. Page of Swords. Y'all could be very intelligent. You could have mastered your light energy and balancing it out, as well as, like, for some of y'all, accepting the truth when you find it out. But I feel like you've gained like a lot of knowledge, and like for some of y'all, raising your vibrations, raising your energy, raising your frequency. And this could have been like after dealing with a toxic person who was dealing with third parties who you cut off. I'm telling you. And the creator told you to, because they was giving you too many, problems. So you got a new beginning, a fresh start. That's what Spirit is showing me. Y'all got to get a fresh start because somebody did y'all wrong. Leo energy. Page of Swords. This helped you to learn more about the way people think. For some of y'all, you could have been, naive. I'm hearing naivete, but you could have been naive to the way people are, how they could treat you, especially the ones you care about. But now it's like you aware with the Sun card. Yep, Leo energy. I'm glad they did, or they taught y'all a lot about, your own energy. Taught you a lot about people's as well, about frequency, about, how things go, how people definitely will treat you. The devil taught you how, the devil works, how the evil one works. I'm hearing how he tries to come in to kill, steal, and destroy. Wow. This is a powerful message, but y'all did come out as the high priestess with the Empress. So your life and your journey is guided, literally. You communicate with spirit, Holy Spirit, and different spirits. Honestly, you're not just susceptible only to higher energies, but lower as well. But yeah, I'm hearing all spirits. The devil. You learned a lot about the devil energy and what that looks like, as well as through this person. Yeah, this person was a habitual cheater, is what I heard. Six of Wands, somebody who you had to cut off, somebody who you was never going to be able to succeed or get anywhere with. I'm hearing somebody was drastic with their choices towards you. So it's just like somebody just did too much. They went all out. Ten of Wands, and that's why I'm, the next card that comes out next, that's why I'm hearing that. Ten of Wands. They were drastic. Somebody did the most. And that's why the creator said no. No can do, not my baby. Come on. Y'all go get her. Y'all go get them. Ace of Cups. Give them a fresh new start. Something that this person can't have because they're not open to it. But y'all was open to it. Y'all cut this person off who was blocking y'all so that you can have your new beginning. And for some of y'all, it's coming in the form of new relationships. Could even be a form of a new relationship that's loving. Whoever put you in the Ten of Wands is going through bad luck, receiving bad karma at this time. Whoever did this to you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo. Yeah, I'm hearing this person is going to regret the day they ever broke your heart and made you cry. They gonna regret this. And look at her. So sad. Like she fighting back tears. So disappointed. Somebody's gonna lose everything. Four of Pentacles in reverse. They're gonna lose everything. And it's all because of how they treated you. Seven of Cups in reverse. They should have never did you that way. Because some of y'all was just the Queen of Swords to them. Very loving, truthful. You saw the best in them. Yep. Saw the best in them and everything with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Very loving to them. Could have tried to make them smile as much as you could. Tried to give them good advice when it came to finances and all of that. Very wise. So this is why with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse coming out while they're getting bad luck. Because for some of y'all dealing with them, they stopped you as well. They stopped you as well. When you wouldn't release them, when you wouldn't walk away, you was attached to they bad karma too. Because God wasn't stopping his wrath or his rage towards this person. They had no business, no right treating you the way that they did. This is like the Most High taking up for you. Temperance, see? Y'all didn't deserve that. Yeah. Somebody broke your heart, Earth Angel. Somebody broke your heart. And you wasn't supposed to endure that, like I'm saying. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Wands. Yeah, while you was with this person, it was supposed to be no challenges. Somebody was supposed to make your life a breeze, but instead, they made it hard. You couldn't get no rest around them. Couldn't get no sleep around them. Because that's how agitating they are. Empress. Crazy. They did you dirty. And this is somebody who you was actually trying to grow with. Trying to plant seeds with. Saw the best with. Saw the best in. And they just walked all over you. But that's pretty much what I got for this reading, y'all. Let's look at the outcome of this situation, because I know y'all want to know. It was in their face the whole time that you was this Earth Angel is what I'm getting. The Star. Yeah. The closing message is that you, this Star, came right out. You somebody who still got your hope, your faith, your love for the Most High. I see you moving forward into a into a Four of Wands. Three of Wands, Four of Wands is next. You moving on your own, going out there and seeing what else is out there. And then you go into a real commitment. Something that is serious, a high level commitment. And with the Five of Swords in reverse, somebody who is not going to create drama and problems in your life. Somebody who's not going to make you regret dealing with them. Somebody who's going to be open to compromising as much as they need to and working things out. They'll do whatever it is to keep you and not lose you. That's what I see for you. That's your closing message. What a beautiful one, huh? But all right, y'all. That's what I got for y'all. Don't worry about it. You made a good decision. You're going to make a good decision with the Two of Swords in reverse. You can't go wrong. So remember that. And just, do what you need to do that you feel like is in your best favor and for your highest good. All right. Make sure y'all enjoy yourself on that vacation. And make sure y'all take some time to meditate, okay? Get you some you time, especially if you go with someone else. I'm going to see y'all later. Bye, loves.